Hi everyone. I think you might have seen 2021 mains paper which was conducted this week. I don't say they are the most difficult questions for the day. Of course, essay was the difficult of all the papers. We have GS paper 1, GS paper 3 where we have disaster management questions asked this year. Generally, GS paper 3 is designed for disaster management and we will be getting questions regarding maybe one or two maximum. But this year, directly or indirectly, we have 5 questions in disaster management. Why I am telling you this is of the 5, 3 we have already covered from the past 10 days, right? So I request every one of you to join the free disaster management classes that are happening every morning 10 to 11:30, and now I will discuss the 5 questions that have been asked in UPSC mains GS paper 1 and GS paper 2 after this quick announcement.
Wow, there is a huge price drop from 70,998 to 63,898 because of 10% extra discount, and it is valid only till 12th of January with ebooks and 3 months extension and test series that will be given. So, as you know, more than 170 plus ranks have been secured by Unacademy in UPSC category. And 12th of January, we have new batches, and 20 GS books will be given to you for 1 year and above subscription. And new optionals like political science, economics, Combat, history, sociology will be starting soon. And this 9th of January, we have an exam with 56 questions, 60 minutes. And you will be getting scholarships also for this exam. The exam will be in both Hindi and English. And you have one-to-one monitoring, study planner, mains and Q&A practice, and you can talk and interact with educators. Open house. The loan process is so simple with no processing fee and minimal paperwork, zero interest and flexible tenure.
In GS paper 1, you have a question that is differentiate the causes of landslides in Himalayan region and the Western Ghats. This is a 10-marker question. So generally this is a disaster management question, should be asked in paper 3, but it was asked in paper 1 because it has a geography knowledge in that. Of course, landslides in Himalayan region where we have more of avalanches than landslides. In Western Ghats we have more landslides because of the more rainfall of cloudburst, because of southwest monsoons. In southwest monsoon we have something called as a burst of monsoon. Whenever huge amount of rainfall happening, that should happen in a week or a month, happens in a hour, we call it as a cloud burst. And I already discussed what is a cloud burst, what are the disasters happen to that. And in these areas in western part of Western Ghats and also in northeast India, because of Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon, we have these landslides. On the contrary, in Himalayas we have avalanches rather than landslides. Of course, that do often combine, right? You can mention about types of landslides that generally happen. It can be a debris fall, it can be it can be a blight, it can be a topple, it can be anything. It can be a moraine also, sometimes a glacier melt also. So because of climate change, you can write what are the factors that escalates them, reason for landslides, reason for avalanches, right? Differentiate. He's asking us to differentiate Western Ghats and Himalayan regions to differentiate. The differentiation is what that is needed, right? For example, in as we can see in this map, we can see landslides generally happen in southern part of India. I mean to say Nilagiri mountains, Western Ghats, and also western part of Western Ghats. Generally, we do often see these landslides. Why? Because western part of Western Ghats is where you receive more rainfall. On the contrary, eastern part of Western Ghats you won't receive that much rainfall. That is a rain shadow region. On the left side, it is a rainfall region. Because of more water or solidification, the land getting exhausted with more water and land will be slided away. Along with that, whenever you make developmental activities and cut down of deforestation, I mean to say cut down of trees called as deforestation for development of agriculture, or maybe a tree which can give you more revenue than of a natural process, or for mining activities, because in Western Ghats we have more of Goa and Karnataka where we have iron ore mining which will be exported to various countries including China. So exporting of iron ore from these areas and maybe developmental activities, tourism activities, and also more rainfall is generally causing more amount of landslides in the western part of Western Ghats. If you see in and around Eastern Ghats, because they are the old hills, generally in Eastern Ghats we don't have as much as landslides when we have in Western Ghats. But of course, he didn't ask about Eastern Ghats. In those types, you can write a bit about Eastern Ghats, or maybe a comparison. When compared to Eastern Ghats, here we have landslides can prove that you have much more knowledge what the question has been asked, and though you are not writing, it means that it shows a discipline of the answer, right? In the introduction you will write about the difference, quite you will start with the difference, but in the body of the answer you have to prove that you know remaining things, but you are not writing because you are following the discipline and the decency that has been asked in the question. That proves that there is a chance of you getting one extra or 0.5 extra mark, and those 0.5 marks altogether make a difference. And if you go to the Himalayan region, on the contrary, Himalayas, where we have more snow, we have northeast monsoon, which bring huge amount of snow from the Lake Baikal regions, where northeast monsoon starts. When they come towards Tibet, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Uzbek, Afghan, and all those Tibet regions, they bring huge amount of snow. It can be blizzard, it can be snowfall, all those regions. So a period of time snow accumulates in over a period of time, and that leads to avalanche when there is a disturbance. And of course, because of agriculture in and around those regions, or maybe of tourism sector, and because of climate change, because of the soot and dust particles that have been emitting from the vehicles and industries in and around Delhi, UP, Bihar, and rest of part of the northern side of India, will obviously emit in the cold regions of snow, or say white color snow, which over a period of time becomes black in color, absorbs more heat, and they melt over fastly, and that melting of glacier also cause landslides, or we can call it as avalanche, snowfall plus landslides, as we can see in the movie Bahubali. Okay, so these are the main differences, or you can say when compared to Himalayan region on one side and Western Ghats on the other side. So this is how you have to write answer, and then conclusion you should not write this is the difference I can say. In conclusion you have to write as if to reduce the landslides, what measures should be needed by the government or by the human population or by any of the department, either in Western Ghats or in Himalayas. Like the conclusion of the answer should be so beautiful that there is a solution for that. You are asking about the problem, and detailed explanation of the problem is what asked in the 10 marks question, but the answer solution should have at least a bit of solution which proves your point of view. Your signature point should be there to get an extra mark, right? This is explanation of one of the answers, and remaining answers as the remaining questions will be analyzed in the next coming videos. Thank you.